Hi guys, I'm back and I'm a little bit later than usual doing this video because usually I do them weekly or maybe a little bonus one in between. However, yeah, I'm a few days late doing the video, but I thought today I'm going to label this one 2-week wait, and it's going to be classed as my 6DPO to 10DPO, sort of, I know I shouldn't say it, but sort of spotting symptoms if any. Okay, so today I am on 10DPO. 10 days past ovulation, and as you lot probably remember if you've been watching all my videos, I'm trying to conceive my 6th baby, but husband's really happy to follow the Shettles method, and also we're going to try and gender sway for a pink one. That's the first bit of the story. I'm following the moon signs, the Chinese gender calendar, the calcium and magnesium diet, and we did the Shettles method. That's the first bit of the story. I've also been on these Pregnacare tablets, which I started taking seriously probably about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, well, as soon as my husband said yes, he'd go for another baby, I started taking these every day without fail. I'm just about to take one actually in a minute. You should take them really after you've had your breakfast, not on an empty stomach with a little glass of water. But these are great because they give you all the vitamins necessary to carry out a healthy, hopefully healthy pregnancy. So I do recommend those, and I was still taking them after I'd had the baby just for a little bit of extra nutrients when I was breastfeeding, but this is actually all through conception, preconception and pregnancy. So they're really good. So I'm on those, as well as everything else in place. I've laid off reflexology because where I'm in the 2-week wait, and I can't do, obviously I'm not going to know if I'm pregnant until my period is due Friday the 5th of October. So as you can imagine, like all of you 2-week wait people and TTCing, you know what I'm going through. I'll go on to that in a minute, but yeah, reflexology isn't a great idea if you are in the early stages of pregnancy, and my lady who does reflexology will not touch my feet until I reach 16 weeks, which is normally safe to practice reflexology, and it's definitely really good for you, and it's really balancing towards the end of pregnancy especially. I think that led me to have a really lovely birth with all of mine. Anyway, so I'm having just massage, and I've had a bit of an Indian head massage to chill out, and we've had our crystals read, and yeah, so laying off the reflexology, which I usually have, and I went for a tarot card reading, which was really exciting. I get mine done twice a year by a lovely lady who I use locally, and that is her job. She is a tarot card reader, and she came highly recommended about 2 years ago, and I've never looked back. She's absolutely amazing. You give her a piece of jewellery that you always wear, like your glasses or something. She just tells you so much, and then she lays your cards out and gives you a year to 18-month reading. Anyway, I went to see her when I was 5 DPO. So as you girls and boys know, if you've been following, I did my last video on my day of ovulation, which was day 14, and I did ovulation sticks, which I showed you, and they gradually got darker. From day 11 you could hardly see anything, day 12 slightly the same, 13 a shade darker, 14 was really dark, and we baby danced on day 11. So my hope for the girl and getting pregnant is that that sperm stayed alive inside me for the 72 hours so that it would have met the egg. Okay, that's the science bit over. So symptom spotting, I'll go back to tarot cards in a minute. So 1DPO, I did have some cramping, and it was quite bad on my left side, and I thought it might have just been the egg pain because of the ovulation. Usually I get that day 12, 13, 14, but this time my cramps were mild on day 14, I felt my eggs going, and day 15, I had cramping on my left side. CM has been really wet. Now usually I have a lot of wet CM when I'm ovulating and just before ovulation, but after ovulation I'm dry. So these are what could be classed as symptoms, or, you know, read into it what you like, but I'm just, because your videos that I've been watching have said possible symptoms and things, I'm doing exactly the same. Sorry about my washing machine on in the background, but I've got such a backlog because one of my symptoms is tiredness. So Friday and Saturday I did absolutely zero housework, so I'm catching up on it now. Okay, so Saturday 1DPO, the cramping and lots of CM. Okay, and I was in a happy mood. I was still in that lovely buzzy happy mood. 2DPO, CM, lots wet, and I was super tired, and I never really get cold during ovulation. I get really hot beforehand and I have a hot spell afterwards. But I was really cold hands and cold feet, and I actually slept in my dressing gown this night, and I've wrote a bit of a stinging sensation in my tummy, not ovulation, just a stinging, and it was central, but it was like a crampy feeling and really gassy. But I'm not normally cold feet and cold hands, and I'm not normally stinging sensation in my tummy, so it could have been, I don't think it was what I've eaten, but that's how I felt on 2DPO. And then 3DPO, not really much to report, just again, really tired and cold feet and hands. And it has been getting chillier, but they were really cold. Tuesday, which was a full moon, it was our full moon on Tuesday, so that can be mood swinging anyway. Nothing really to report, but loads of creamy, thick CM, which I think is really funny when you're 4DPO. Doesn't usually happen to me. And then 5DPO, which was the Wednesday, I had my tarot cards read, and it was a busy day. I had a Macmillan coffee morning, I was racing around for the tarot cards, I had to go back and pick up the baby from my best friend Joanne, who looked after her. But I was feeling really tired, but apart from tired, nothing really to report. And Thursday, 6DPO, was still lots of CM that was slippery and the tiredness. And that was really the only symptoms I could find then, if they are symptoms. But like I said, I don't usually have CM. I've normally dried up after ovulation. 7DPO, I've been eating a lot more. It could be just the cold weather kicking in now, it's getting to autumn, or who knows, it might be a bit of symptom spotting. But I'm a grazer, a real grazer, and I eat light meals, but I've been grazing a lot in the evening. Like, it's gone from an orange to a breadstick to a piece of chocolate. I'm trying to steer off obviously things I like nuts and olives, but I haven't gone onto any of those. But I have been snacking like crazy, especially 7DPO, and the tiredness I just can't shake off. I was thinking, oh my goodness, all I've done today is hoover. I was meant to strip the beds, and you can imagine all my beds. I was meant to do some washing. I normally bleach the sinks, do all of that, so that Saturday it's lovely. Well, I did nothing. Friday, I just, apart from the school run and ran the hoover around, I played with the baby, and I sat there, I could not get motivated, so very tired. 7DPO. So 8DPO, which was Saturday, I know I shouldn't have, but the excitement got too much, so I had 2 cheapy strips, and I did both of them, and they were negatives, big fat negatives on 8DPO, and that was with morning urine. But apart from CM, which is lots, no symptoms, and I felt a little bit more energised Saturday. I think that was because I took it easy Friday and didn't do anything. 9DPO, which was yesterday, I did another test. I bought some first response, but I didn't get these. These are 6 day early, which I should have got. I went into town and I just got the 45 seconds, and I read it. I just was such in a rush. I grabbed a pack really quickly, and it just said, where that yellow label is, it says 45 seconds, and I assumed that was the 6 day early. So when I got it out of my bag when I got home, I rushed open with the cellophane, and I was like, oh, it's not going to help me because I'm not due on my period till Friday, but I'm going to do it anyway. So morning urine, which I'd saved in a cup with the screw lid on it, I quickly went and dipped it, and 9DPO, not 8. It was a big fat negative, look, and it came up really quickly, the control line, and I kept looking and looking. I thought, do you know what, last time I did a test, 9DPO, and it was negative, and I think I did one 11DPO and it was negative, and I had my first faint positive, 13DPO, so that would be Thursday now, if it's now. So yeah, I did a first response 45 second held the result yesterday, nothing. So I thought, right, I've done 8DPO negative, 9DPO negative, and then this morning I thought, do you know what, I'm going to do it again, damn it. Got up, had these, came in a pack of 2 for, they were special offer £6, so they are a bit dearer, and then it came up negative again. So 10DPO negative, and I kept looking and no, negative, but I wanted to show you those. So I've been really gassy, bubbly tummy, and I've not eaten anything untoward, but that I suppose could be a symptom, or it just might be that I'm eating a bit more because it's colder weather, I don't know. But anyway, they are my symptoms, if you want to call them that. Today, I don't feel anything. I have got CM, lots of, and I'm 10 DPO, but today 10 DPO, it's a negative pregnancy test, lots of CM. I feel more energised. From that rest on Friday, I feel a lot better. So if we're doing symptoms, there's not a lot now. So I'm thinking maybe I'm not pregnant. Maybe that sperm didn't live inside me. If not, no worries. I can try next cycle. But tomorrow I am going to do one of these with morning urine because I will be 11 DPO. And hopefully, because I didn't use these last time, I just used a super drug, like a chemist's own brand. And like I say, I got negative right up until 13 DPO. And when I got a faint positive, that's when I went and got my digitals. But I don't really want to waste one of these today because it's afternoon now. It's like 1:10. And I think if I do a test now, my urine's not going to be strong enough to detect it. That's what I worry about. So I think this will be perfect tomorrow because it's going to be 4 days before my period with morning wee. So that is what I'm going to do with these tomorrow, and I will do a video regardless tomorrow. I promise you, tomorrow it will be a live pregnancy test I will do with one of these, and we'll just see together. And then if it's negative, I am going to wait until the day of my period. I think I've got loads of test strip cheapy ones. I can use those up. That's a bit of fun. And I have got two that I got for £3. Or two for £2, really cheap ones. So I might just use my cheap ones. If that's negative tomorrow morning, we'll just use the cheap ones up until my period. Then we'll use that. That's what I'm going to do. So yeah, so tomorrow a pregnancy test. Now quickly, going back to my Thursday tarot card reading, 6 DPO. She was amazing. I won't go too much into stuff that you're not really interested about, but she said my family all fit and well and bits and pieces are happening. She thinks I'm going to move and things like that, which would fit into it. If I had another baby, we'd probably have to move, or we might stay here and build on. I don't know. But she did say, the bit that I'm going to single out for you guys is she said to me, are you pregnant or thinking about getting pregnant? And I was like, why? She said, it's really weird, but I can definitely see you're probably pregnant now, or if you're not, you're definitely going to be pregnant by December because there's an announcement. So I just went, oh right, well we are hoping to have a baby, yeah. And she went, well, my gut instinct is that you are pregnant, but if not, you will definitely be pregnant by December because there's an announcement. And then she went on saying, yeah, there's definitely going to be a summer baby born here, maybe June time. It could be going into July. So with that in my mind, I'm thinking, well, that would probably mean falling pregnant September, October. But anyway, she didn't give me specific dates, and she did say it's very weird that I can see you are pregnant but you're not. And I said perhaps it's because I'm 5 DPO today and we have been trying. I did tell her that afterwards when she's told me everything, and she went, that's probably it. My gut instincts from the cards is saying you are pregnant, but I can't quite see it. But if not, there's an announcement in December. And I just answered, well, if I was pregnant, I wouldn't be telling anyone family-wise and making the announcement till I've had confirmation in a 3-month scan, because I'd want that to be all right. Although I'll do these videos, to announce it properly, it will be once the scan's here, because I wouldn't like all my close family and friends, if anything, God forbid, happened, like a chemical or a miscarriage. So we've got to wait and see. So like I say, she did detect that there was going to be a pregnancy and a baby. So fingers crossed. She's been really good for me so far, but I don't want to jinx it. So all exciting. So yeah, that is my symptoms, if you want to call them that. I'm in the 2-week wait, really anxious, but excited. I am so excited, and I will do a video tomorrow, whatever, with the live pregnancy test, and I will save my morning urine so that I can do it when the kids are at school, and then we'll go from there. But it will just be a quick test, yes, a positive or no, a negative, and then we'll leave it until my date of period before I film again. But yeah, I hope you TTCers are all well and healthy, and thank you for tuning in. And if you like the video, please thumbs up, and please, if you've got friends, please tell them about this channel, because it is fun. And some people don't know about gender disappointment, don't know about the 2-week wait, don't even think that people have these chats about TTCing, and feel really alone. And I think it's a really nice little channel to sort of enjoy. And I particularly enjoy a girl who's called Corinne, and her channel's Corinne and Matt, and you ought to look up hers as well, because she does anything like, a bit like me, pregnancy tests, ovulation strips, and she is so fun, and I love her videos. So I reckon you could probably find her on there if you're TTCing, and you know, she is a very fun lady to listen to. So yeah, enjoy my videos, and I'll speak to you tomorrow, ladies. Thank you, bye.